Hey there, I'm Jackie Ferris. This week on the 302, we are at Historic Odessa. You've heard the children's song, I'm a Little Teapot? Well, this week on the 302, we're going to show you a lot of teapots. From the whimsical to the practical, a huge collection now on display. Pour yourself a cup of tea. The 302 has its pinky up and is heading your way. Welcome to the Wilson Warner House in historic Odessa, where we are talking about 201 teapots. We're going to get down and dirty and learn everything about where they come from, how they're made, and how long they've been collected. We want to introduce you to our friend, Brian Miller, who is a curator here at Historic Odessa, and to the collector, Connie Davis, who's going to tell us all about her love of the teapot. Thank you both for joining us.
You're more than welcome. It's so wonderful to see you again, Jackie, and thanks so much for coming back to Historic Odessa.
Well, we love it here, as do our viewers. So let's talk a little bit about this collection. It's on view now at Historic Odessa. Tell me about that.
Well, it's called My Cup of Tea, which actually is not my cup of tea. Well, I mean, I love teapots, and most people do. But Connie Davis here, I want to introduce you to her. She is the local collector here in Delaware who has collected these over 201 teapots. A friend of mine said, hey, I know this lady who has all these teapots that would look just absolutely gorgeous in the Wilson house or up in Odessa. Would you like to go see her? So they gave me her number, and I guess you could say the rest is steeped in history.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So when you decide to take on a collection of this size, it must be kind of complicated to figure out exactly where you should highlight what teapot, right?
It wasn't too difficult. I mean, she has them sort of grouped herself, Connie does, and it worked out pretty obvious. So I chose, all the mantles, all the cupboards, all the tea tables, all the chests of drawers, the desks, game tables, whatever we had are just chock full of teapots.
Now we're going to take a tour in just a minute, but Connie, how did you get started collecting teapots?
I like tea. I just bought some teapots and it kind of snowballed.
I would say so. So how many years have you been collecting? Do you have an idea? It's got to be decades.
Yes, at least 3, if not 4.
And you're at 201, but there's a couple that you have your eye on that you're hoping to complete a collection. Is that right?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Now, one of those must-have teapots that you're looking for involves the tea collection that you have here, the Westwood, is that
Wedgwood.
right? Wedgwood, excuse
Yes.
me, I'm sorry. So tell me a little bit about Wedgwood. What makes these teapots so collectible?
Well, it's Wedgwood jasperware. It's made in England. These are collectible simply because of their color and their age. Now, there's one teapot, the shiny one, is not jasperware. Mm-hmm. And the unglazed one is unique in that that is not a teapot you use. That is a salesman's sample.
Okay.
They would take that and show it to stores and that. And along with it, they would have a selection of the colors.
Okay.
But that's an unglazed Wedgwood teapot. That's probably about the hardest one to find.
So you have a couple that you're hoping to get, and they come in different sizes. I see there's a petite teapot there as well.
Yes, there's either 2 or 3 more colors that come only in the mini teapots that I would like to collect.
So I'm sure you've got your eye on all of the various marketplaces, but tell me, have you had tea out of all of these teapots?
Oh, no.
No?
No, my collection is
okay. Not one
just
of them?
on display.
You never got tempted one time?
well-
I'm gonna make myself some tea out of this Queen Elizabeth or whatever.
There is one teapot the old country roses on that table
Okay.
that I have used.
Okay.
But that is the only one in the collection that has been used.
Now there are a couple of teapots that are on the back table there that seem to have some kind of emblem on them. Can you tell us a little bit about the sectioning and the grouping over there?
Mostly they're just English teapots. The center one is a World War I Allies teapot.
Okay.
It's got the flags of England, Belgium, France, and Russia on it, and the date 1914. Those were actually sold in Europe at the beginning of the First World War for money to help pay for the war.
Wow. So your teapots go from everything from made in America to Europe to, do you have some from Asia as well?
I have a few.
So just that spans the whole globe.
Pretty much. I don't think I have anything from South America, Africa, or Australia.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
So, Brian, talk to me about just the historical significance of a collection this vast that Connie has.
Well, here in Odessa, we think it's great to showcase members or, to show Delawareans' collection. So it's a great place, and we don't mind showing the contemporary with the antique. And like Connie's saying, her collection sort of spans all cultures, times, and places, pretty much. I mean, there's a few continents that she doesn't have yet, but it just works out really well. And we thought this would be just such a wonderful place to showcase her collection.
When we return, Connie and I are going to take a tour of all of the teapots throughout the house. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dr. Morgan Hamilton from the Delaware Contemporary. We think that art comes alive on the 302.
Okay, Connie, let's come in here and check out some of these teapots. Tell me about this black teapot we have right here.
The black teapot is a Victorian era mourning teapot.
Okay.
M-O-U-R-N-I-G.
So a widow would have used it.
A widow, any bereaved family would use that for a year.
That's
as
really
they were in mourning.
That you would tie in tea in addition to the dress.
Oh, they tied in everything.
So everything had to be black.
Black or black rimmed.
Okay, okay.
So, and of course, the men would wear large black bands on their sleeves, whereas the women would wear black clothes. But that was the teapot you would use for
That's
a year.
amazing. So you're thinking like mid to late 1800s?
Yes. Yeah, definitely the Victorian era.
Wow, wow. Now you have some American pieces in your collection. This is Hall, right? That we're seeing here? Tell us a little bit about this collection.
Hall was a teapot maker in Ohio, and they made teapots up until about, 2000, when they were quite literally driven out of business by Japan, China, and Eastern Asia, which is where most of your teapots today come from.
It's really interesting when you look at the different shapes of the teapots.
Oh, yes. There are still a number that I do not have that are in even more different shapes. That was one of the things about teapots in the late 40s, 50s, 60s. They did the shapes.
Yeah. There's a lot of them that are round and kind of bulbous, but then you have some that are streamlined,
Yes.
a little whimsical. It looks like there's like a pail. Is that a pail looking teapot up in the top with the flowers?
Yeah.
Really, really nice. But you have a favorite. You have a favorite, and it's over here,
Yes.
and it comes from Italy. Tell me where and when you got it.
Okay, this is all Murano glass made in Venice. It is dipped in 22 karat gold, and then it's decorated. It's hand-blown glass. Unfortunately, the Murano glass makers are no more. But I got the first one, the light blue teapot, 30 plus years ago. And then I've just gotten the other ones since then, mainly because I like them.
Yeah.
They are, with the 22 karat gold, they are very expensive, which is why I don't have a more extensive collection.
The thing that's really cool about them is, you know, just the detail, the painting. It's not just a flat paint, it's layers and layers. It almost like they're trying to tell a story with the craftsmanship.
Yes, they don't paint them. That's actually an applique.
Oh, it is? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know
it's actually it's put on in pieces,
that. Okay.
and it's hard to do. And that's the only teapots I've ever seen that on have been the Murano glass with the gold.
Have you ever, did you tour the factory whenever you were there? Because I know they used to give it demonstrations.
We saw a demonstration on the principal island in Venice, which I can't remember the name of.
Yeah.
Murano glass was made on another island, and they never allowed tourists or that onto that island.
Because they're so busy trying to get their work done, and you know, they want the tourists in there, you know, ogling up their work. But it really is amazing. How far into your collection were you whenever you picked these up?
Oh, with the light blue teapot, not far at all, because that was a 25th anniversary tour that my husband and I did of
Wow.
Europe. Our last stop was Venice. No, our next to the last stop was Venice, and that's where I saw the teapot in a tourist.
And you were like, I gotta have it. So
Yes.
201 teapots. Where do you put all these teapots when they're not at Historic Odessa?
I have a number of cabinets. I have some that are over 6 feet tall, and then I have others that are just...
Yeah. That's a lot of
Shorter.
dusting, Connie.
Actually, you've got buy dust-proof cabinets.
Oh, see, there's a tip for you. If you're gonna collect something, dust-proof cabinets. So we are gonna go upstairs because there are some whimsical teapots that are really gonna make you smile. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Jen Bose, and I'm the Executive Director of the Greater Wilmington Convention and Visitors Bureau. I love telling people what to do on the 302 in Greater Wilmington, Delaware.
Welcome back. We're at Historic Odessa talking to Connie Davis about her amazing 201 and climbing beautiful collection of tea kettles. Connie, I'm just amazed that you had the idea ahead of time to collect all of these things that are significant in different ways. So we're talking about, whimsical and unique in terms of things that they represent. Like you have two here from a World's Fair, is that right?
Yes, 1939, New York World's Fair. This one may have been 38, that one 39. But they're both from the World's Fair. This was the symbol of the World's Fair, the sphere and the spire.
And it's really cool. This one has raised lettering and very different styles.
Yes, and I don't know why. That's just what the World's Fair ordered and what they sold for souvenirs.
Sure. I can imagine that they probably had a lot of them. So the set behind it kind of reminds me of those little collectible dolls or like Morton Salt caricature. I mean, so tell me about these.
Those are Hummels.
Hummels, perfect.
Those are little Hummel characters, and that's where the tea set came from.
Okay.
That I actually got from my mother. She was a big Hummel person.
Oh, really? So she passed this down to you?
Yes.
Do you happen to know, like, ish the year that they were made, or?
They're relatively new, probably in the late 60s, early 70s.
They're really delightful. And the shells, wow, the shells are really cool.
Yes, both shells are Florida souvenir teapots.
Okay. So you were on vacation in Florida?
One of them, yes. The other one I bought online. This is the earlier one. This one is from the 50s. That's probably the 30s or 40s.
It's really interesting that just the detail, you know, I mean, you can't see this on television, but if you were to run your hands across it, there is a texture here.
Yeah.
And, you know, just it seems, it's so indicative of, you know, the craftsmanship that goes into a lot of these teapots.
Yes. It's not easy to make a teapot.
Yeah. What's the situation with the one behind it? It's very Art Deco in a way.
Yes. I just liked it. And to be honest, that's the only one in that shape I've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about the different shapes, and that certainly is unique. It's almost like the stand and the teapot are one thing.
Yes. And I have no idea why.
Oh, really?
Well, I saw it, I liked it, I bought it.
You never know. We could have somebody watching the 302 who may know, you know, the story behind it. So if you know, let us know. So let's talk about these here. We've got some musical instruments. And
Okay.
Was this, where is, it's like a coconut.
That's from the Republic of Kiribati
Oh.
in the Pacific. And it is a carved coconut.
Wow. And you haven't had tea in any of these?
No. No, no,
Tell me
no.
about the musical instruments.
The musical.
The
Oh,
teapot.
this one, that's just a teapot. My husband and I were doing a tour of Europe. We were in Vienna. I saw that. Vienna music.
Yeah.
I bought it.
Beautiful. I'm just amazed at all the different shapes and everything.
Oh,
Is that the Hindenburg right there?
it is a dirigible. Whether or not it's supposed to, I assume it's supposed to be the Hindenburg, but I really don't know.
It's really interesting. You have two cars.
Yes. The one is a race car with the driver, and the other one is another hall teapot, American made.
And the one in the middle, what is that one?
The blue one?
Yeah.
That is just a stars and stripes teapot, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of them.
Star on the top.
Yes, a lot of them I got because I like them,
Yeah.
and I don't really know the background. The other one, this is a Hindenburg teapot.
Okay. Here, let's see. Let's show the camera so they can see it better.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes with the other one. So why in the
Yes.
world do you think that they would put a Hindenburg on a teapot?
If you were German in the early 1930s, yeah,
Okay.
Hindenburg was a big deal.
Nice. Now there are a lot of teapots in the other room, so let's go check them out. Come on. Okay, so let's check out the teapots in here. Now this is one of your oldest teapots, is that right?
Yes. This is Chinese. It's what's called a travel teapot. These are the two cups that go with it. Then you have this wicker case, and you put the teapot and the two cups in it so you can take your tea with you when you travel.
They're so delicate and dainty,
Yes, they are.
but the design on them is really lovely. And just another, these are old, but you just kind of fell in love with it. You were like, I gotta have it.
Well, yes, and the travel cases, one this old is rather unique.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
believe
very
it or not,
special.
they made those up until the, 70s in
Yeah.
China?
So let's talk about these. Let's talk about these flower pots over here. They look like watering cans, but you know they are teapots.
Yes. The unusual shaped one is another Chinese teapot. It's also quite old. And that's a woman taking tea on it.
Oh, that's nice.
And then the other one is much more recent, and that's just a flower pot teapot. I just liked it.
It's really lovely. It is. You know, and that's the whole thing, like I said, about collecting, is sometimes you just think it's really cool, so you have to have it for your collection.
Yes.
But in your collection, you have two hand-carved pots. Tell me about those. These are the two on the end of the mantle?
Yes, they're from China.
Okay.
They're white and green jade,
Beautiful.
hand carved.
And what's the situation with the set in between. That's very bold.
That is from Japan.
Okay.
That is, I think, really the only Japanese tea set I have.
Nice. It's really lovely. And I got to tell you, your whole collection, we haven't even really scratched the surface because there are so many rooms that we haven't gone into that have teapots here or there. You have a bunch of red ones in the cupboard there that are really delightful. Just well done. Well done. Committed
Well,
to
thank
your
you.
collecting.
Oh, yes.
Connie, it was really great to meet you. Thank you so much for sharing your passion with us.
Well, thank you for showing off my teapots.
Well, anytime. It was our pleasure. We'll be right back. Aren't these teapots amazing? Do you have a favorite? Well, if you come and check it out, make sure you snap a photo and share it with us on Facebook. Now, here are some other things you might want to check out. For more information on this exhibit or any of the cool things that happen here at Historic Odessa, visit historicodessa.org. That'll do it for this week's episode of the 302. Make sure you follow us on Facebook for some behind-the-scenes content you're just not going to get anywhere else. We're going to leave you now with the beauty and majesty of the grounds around the Corbett Sharp House. Until next time, I'm Jackie Ferris. Tell them you saw it on the 302.